What's up, y'all? So I found a place in my apartment to film. Hopefully this little area works out just fine for me with lighting and everything. But I'm gonna do 21 questions. These are questions I was given from an app, and hopefully it turned out good. No matter how explicit the question is, how in-depth it is, I'm going to answer the question for you so you guys can get to know me better. So, first question is, so what is the stupidest thing you've ever done? I think the stupidest thing I've ever done was get fired from a job and not know how to explain myself. And it seemed like the more I tried to explain, the less they understood. So I think I was just stupid from the beginning to get myself in that situation, which I really didn't think was my fault. But I'm gonna go with that answer. That's the stupidest thing I've ever done. Have you ever written a love letter to someone? And if so, whom? Yeah, I've written a lot of love letters in my love life. The most recent, of course, is to Kisha. And we were probably dating. And I think I just wrote her a letter just to let her know how my feelings were. And that was just something we did in the beginning. It didn't last too long. It was probably 3 to 6 months, as long as we did it. But yeah, that's the answer to that question. What famous person would you like to spend a night with? Now, I don't know if this is sexual or just spending a night just to hang out. To hang out would probably be Rodney Jerkins. I'd probably just want to know his whole beat making process and just being a fly on the wall in the studio. But like favorite celebrity that I probably have a crush on, I would go with Jessica Alba. I probably would want to spend time, not anything sexual, just kicking it would be Jessica Alba. What is your favorite news source, be it news station, magazine, radio program, or anything else? So as far as news in Houston, Channel 6 News is what I always go to. But sports news, I always go to ESPN Radio, ESPN Radio. I listen to the hip hop stations here, but if they're talking a lot, I don't really pay attention. But for interviews, I go to The Breakfast Club. I watch pretty much any interview that they do. So that's my news source. Would you rather hear words of affection or receive a handwritten note or card? I think I would rather hear words of affection. How often do you like to hear the words I love you? How often do you feel comfortable saying them? Explain. I'm not really one that needs to hear it a whole lot. 3 or 4 times a week would probably be enough for me. And how often do you feel comfortable saying them? I'm pretty comfortable. If I really mean it, I'm pretty comfortable. You'll probably hear from me sometimes too often, but yeah. When someone you care about is upset, are you more inclined to comfort and nurture, or would you fix the problem for them? I think I would probably try to fix the problem for them. I'm usually one to get to the answer of the problem and then let the problem be over so we can get back to being regular. I'm honestly not that good at comforting or nurturing someone. Someone who's crying because of a loved one dying, I'm not that good at comforting in that manner. So just to be honest, would you rather have your partner wash your car or bring you flowers? I don't really care for flowers to wash my car. Would you rather spend time in the house doing your own thing or spend time doing something together with your partner? Honestly, spend time at home doing my own thing. Nothing against, I guess that may say something about my partner, but I honestly would rather stay in the house and do my own thing, and she knows that. No, that's just how my personality is right now. What 3 characteristics do you most love about your partner? She has these blonde moments, and I think that's a characteristic that I like. Nurturing, very nurturing person. When you're sick, she's one to get you everything you need to help you get well and doesn't hesitate to make you feel better. She likes to travel. I guess that's something I like about her. She likes to travel. What are 5 adjectives you would use to describe your partner? Of those, which are you most proud of? She is funny, affectionate, nurturing. She is caring and giving. Nurturing is the most proud, I would say. What are the first 3 things that come to mind when you consider what? a perfect relationship looks like to you. Chemistry is important. Understanding another thing that's a perfect relationship would look like. And knowing the role that you play in the relationship would probably be the third thing. What do you least like about your partner's family? Never really thought about that. I don't think I have a least. Oh, okay. And it's not everybody in her family, but some of them depend on her a little more than I guess I was expecting. And therefore it pulls away from what we're trying to build, because she gives them more attention or they need more attention, therefore her attention goes to them. So that would probably be the least. It's not really a lot, but it's like, if I had to pick something that would be the least, that would be the least. What is your idea of a romantic evening? My ideal or what would actually happen is two different things. I guess my ideal would be, alright, so my idea of a romantic evening would be going out to a nice dinner at a nice restaurant, and then I would probably want to go see a movie and then talk about the movie and what we liked about it. If there's a catwalk or a bridge overlooking some water, I think that would be nice on a nice warm day, not too hot, not too cold. That would be my idea of a romantic evening. Do you believe in destiny? Yes, I do. Is romance important to you? Not really. There's a lot of things you can do that I wouldn't consider romantic that would make me interested in you. So I don't think romance is not a deal breaker for me. If you have it, great. If you don't have a lot of it, that's fine. Some of it you do have to have. Upon receiving flowers, you are more inclined to think these are too expensive and they will just die, or are you more likely to think, how sweet and thoughtful, I love these? I would initially think how sweet and thoughtful, but then I would think they're just gonna die in a couple days. What is the most romantic song you have ever heard? Joe, No One Else Comes Close. I heard that in high school and I learned how to play that song, and I think that's probably the most romantic song I've ever heard. What pleases you most about being the gender you are? I never thought about that. Being the gender I am, what pleases me the most? Well, after seeing what you guys go through in childbirth, I don't want any parts of that. So that probably would please me the most. I don't have to carry babies. I don't have to have them. They don't come out of nothing. They don't get cut from nothing. Yeah, you women have it. Have you been tested for, these are kind of adult questions. Have you been tested for HIV? When? Why were you tested? What were the results? Never been tested. So that would answer have I, when, or why. And what were the results? Never been tested, never needed to be tested. I'm well aware of what I'm doing and who I'm doing it with. Thank you very much. All right, so the question is, have you ever had a near-death experience? I'm going to say no, but the closest was, I used to have a red eclipse, a 1995 eclipse, I think. It was 1999 eclipse. And I was riding to work with my cousin. We worked at the same place. And for some strange reason, they were doing construction on a certain road. And I didn't realize it. And I thought it was two lanes. And it was actually one lane going this way and one going this way. So I was on the wrong side going 40. And a big old Mack truck was coming straight for me. And at the last second, I spun the wheel and it swerved me right out the way and right exactly where I need to be. So that kind of both took us by surprise, but that was the nearest death experience. And I don't think I told anybody that, so you guys are the first ones to know. Okay, that is all the questions I'm going to answer. If you like this, give us a thumbs up. Let me know if you want a part 2, and I'll keep going with the questions and answers. And hey, if you want to see Kisha in these, why don't you put some information down below? Let me know that you want her. If this video gets a certain amount of thumbs up, let's say 100. If this video gets 100 thumbs up, we'll do a part 2 and maybe we'll ask Kisha some of these questions. Don't forget, on the 27th is season 5. Also, the next video you're gonna see, I'm gonna do a live, uncut, unedited video for my brother's birthday bash that he's having. He's having a birthday dinner, so the next video you'll see is of the birthday dinner. So tune in for Thursday's video. So I hope you guys, and y'all see I got the festive Christmas hat. So hope you guys are having a great holiday season, and I'll talk to you guys later.